So here you didn't really stick to the plan that you had, which is let's get BF sword. You did trade unnecessarily. So when you should have traded because you had cooldown window, you didn't do it very much. But then when you shouldn't, like now, you did trade. Didn't respect minions. The cannon there you got chunked a little bit, and now just push the wave back. And then if he wants to do this, let him do it because he's barred. Like his W's, you know, he's gonna go collect MIPs. He's gonna heal. He's gonna recall. He has swiftness probably because this kind of baited you. Now push this wave. I would even ping him, and then just reset instantly because we don't have any vision on the river anymore. You see that?
Yeah.
And even if you had, I would still be like, you know, maybe this all comes from the river. Take this. Like here, just let him be. Like it's not like, oh, he hits this Q. Such a good play. I mean, yeah, what if he hits this Q? This guy's barrier. We're never gonna kill him. Look at your items. You have BF sword in base, no need to grid. So this right here, this is something that a player with around your rank would do with around your KDAs. I see it a lot in your range. Like this, like not structure, not discipline, not maybe you had a plan, but here the fact that Bard hits Q here shouldn't change the plan. Win the lane by trading. You're just playing to not lose the lane mostly, which means to push them, as you very nice said, and so you can facilitate your Bard to roam. If you do that, you win the game. There is no killing, CS advantage, or no, that's it. You don't die, you manage your wave good, you push, and you just facilitate the roaming. It's GGBG. It's easy game. Okay, so let's see what runes you take from this jump. Okay, good. Do you adapt them? Do you ever change them or?
Sometimes I'll go footwear instead of biscuits if it's like a lane I'm not gonna need biscuits. Like if I were to have something like a Soraka, I can probably get away with just getting footwear.
Okay.
For the extra 10 movement speed and free boots.
I like what you're doing right here. So you are actually going with the Bard. He words and then you're just following your Bard. It is a bit scary to do this because, I mean, Kaisa level 1 with isolated Q, 5 auto attacks, it hurts. The thing is, Ashe level 1 is not bad at all. And then Bard Q on both of them is fine. Vel'Koz level 1 is not the best champ. Okay, he's gonna start Q, he just pokes you and then he has 9 seconds cooldown. Or W and it's even worse. So you face checked here. Not recommended in general, but in this case, if you're playing a very strong champ.
I figured that our level 1 was better. So that's the only reason why I face checked that. Normally, if I'm against something like a Nautilus or a Thresh, I will sit in like the long bush. So I won't even go up to the tri bush. If I'm on blue side, I'll sit in like the long bush and watch to see if they come down. That one? Because yeah. Okay. Because usually if people are invading, they're gonna go down, not up, and then they'll wrap around a red buff, and that gives me enough time to walk away if they have like a hook champion, and then I'll wait for my minion wave to come up and then be on the other side of the minion wave and ward that bush that we're face checking right now as the wave comes up.
Okay.
And usually whenever that happens, we end up on top of the trade. So they end up just like failing their Gs.
Are you an AD carry main who feels like no matter how well you play, win the lane, make good decisions, play mechanically well most of the times, but you still have no real impact? You crush it one day, win 5 games in a row and feel unstoppable, but the next day you lose every single game and start doubting yourself. Am I even a good AD carry? What can I do if enemy top lane and mid lane are so fed? Imagine a world where you never let a lead slip away. You know exactly how to push your advantage, exactly when to rotate at the right time, and how to control objectives so you can snowball the game. A world where as AD carry you don't feel forced to make risky plays and you don't drop your lead. But you don't have to imagine it, you can make it a reality. This is Martin. He was grinding games, watching guides and trying his best, but none of it seemed to work. The problem? He was focusing on the wrong things. You don't improve just by playing more games, you improve by fixing the small mistakes that cost you wins. And that's a problem that most AD carry face. From Platinum 3 to Diamond in 2 months. Billy found himself making the same mistakes over and over again, engaging at the wrong time or mispositioning in teamfights, dying for no reason, and he even knew some of the mistakes, but he didn't know how to fix it. He would find himself guessing what to do next, unsure whether to push, rotate or fight while feeling completely lost in the mid game. Now, he knows exactly what to do at every stage of the game and his results speak for themselves. silver to emerald in a month. Shaquille went from Diamond 4 to Challenger. Alex went from Gold to Grandmaster. And they are not alone. They are part of a growing community of over 3,254 players who have taken coaching and transformed their gameplay. But here is the truth. This was not overnight. And it was not effortless. Shaquille spent 2 years grinding to reach Challenger. Not by playing more, but by playing smarter. Alex dedicated 26 months refining his skills and climbing to Grandmaster once he started focusing on what actually matters. So no, this is not a one session and you'll climb instantly, promise. If you're looking for that, if you're looking for a shortcut, this isn't it. But if you're willing to put in the time, willing to put in the effort, apply the right mindset and focus on the details that actually matter, this is the proof that coaching actually works. You're closer to being a great AD carry than you think. Most players just need to uncover what's actually holding them back. That's it. You could keep grinding, watching random guides and hoping for progress, but how much time will you waste before realizing something is missing? You could finally find the real mistakes that have been keeping you stuck and start making real progress. You have already put in the effort. Now let's make sure it pays off. Book your coaching session now at bizarre.com. Getting brush priority here, which is very important, and then you very nicely just double it and like go on him. Okay, interesting. This guy actually were very patient with this W right here. That's good because right now does he see Bard?
No,
he doesn't see Bard. So the vision is basically like this. Well, I have a bit. Okay, but like this. So if Bard is here, he will be seen. Like they don't see, they don't see, they don't see. Okay, okay. Well, they didn't see. But now Bard actually is attacking, so of course now they see you W, you auto. Very good. Ideally, you just take the short trade, like W, auto, auto. Obviously, the pattern on Ashe says you have little tempo, be alpha, kill him. But in this case, you could have just backed off because you should know that Kaisa is here. The only problem is that I would ghost here if you really want to do this. Let's see.
They hadn't. The reason I kept going is because they hadn't warded the bush yet. There's no ward in that bush yet.
Okay.
So even though I'm walked up,
but you
they
know
can't
that
see me. But
if
as soon as I see
them,
Bard walking away, I probably should have just left.
But you know that if you hit the Velcros, they see you, right? The brush doesn't have to be worded. If you're attacking someone, like if you're here in the brush and you're attacking someone, they stick in, like now she had vision on you, right? Because you attacked the Velcros.
Well, that's when they place the ward too.
Yeah, because even if they don't place the word, and if you attack Velcros now and they don't place the word, they still see you, right?
Yeah.
So attacking while you're in the brush gives vision. So yeah, if you want to commit here, just ghost. Like okay, now just ghost and like keep going. If you really think you win level 1, who is the enemy jungle?
Xin Zhao.
Okay, he's not really that weak level 1, but you can definitely do this. He's self HP, outping on my way, ghost, and go to him. I don't mind that you do this. It's just now you get isolated. Oof, it's not ideal because the trade was so good for you, and now it's still fine. It's just not ideal. Let's see how you play the lane.
I definitely get hit by a lot of Vel'Koz Qs, but I always struggle against that champion. Just like dodging the Qs.
Okay, you play very safe. I can already see your rank right here. Like now, you need to be scared of Vel'Koz Q. How many seconds is the cooldown?
I think it's like 9 or 10.
9 or 10. Okay, that's fine. So now he used it. What should you be doing right now?
Probably just walk up on Kaisa with next to the melee, so that way it's not isolated.
Yeah, well,
but Bard's also playing back, so it's hard for me to walk up like that.
You don't really need Bard right here, right? Because this guy is useless because he just doesn't have Q, and you anyways have the way, but he doesn't have Q. And Kaisa has how much range?
525.
True, and your champ?
600.
So you see, you don't really need Bard. You have so much range advantage, and we don't even need to talk about the W. You click here, you auto attack, you back off. There's no counterplay. Okay, you should use W. That's very bad that I didn't use it. But now, if your Bard is AFK in the tower or you have a Janna, don't worry. Velk is AFK as well because he has no Q. What is he gonna do? Auto attack you for 40 damage. So here, what I would do is out walk up. You see your clicks? Already gives me like red flags. Like, okay, where are we back? If they have no abilities, it is a Kai'Sa 525. If this is Xayah, I trade. Kai'Sa, I trade. And don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna go here and trade with her. No, but click here, W, and if she wants to trade back, you just auto attack her and you run. You try to play around your range because you do have pretty good range advantage with Ashe. Kai'Sa players, they hate to play against Ashe. So here you just perma push. Yeah, let's see. One click back, 2 clicks back, and now you keep clicking back even when he's on cooldown. You see that? That's pretty bad.
Yep.
That's fundamentals right there. And you still click back. Let's actually count a little bit. Let's see. Okay, so let's look it up a little bit. Velko's wiki UGG, because I don't think it's 10 seconds. That's too much. I think it's around 7 or 8. Yeah, it's 7. Okay. Well, so okay, let's see. So he used it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and now you should stop from pressuring. Around like 2 seconds on Velko's Q. But the whole time, you're playing safe. Pretty bad right there. And here, okay, Velko's is moving on the left. Where should you be standing right now?
On the right.
Why?
Q.
He's Q, right? So when he moved on the left, the moment he moved on the left, you can stay on this line. Like if you stay on the bar, it's okay. Because if it throws like this, you can dodge. You can go here. And if he throws it like this, you can still be barred and dodge here. Right? Because this right here, oh, not so good. You tunnel vision really hard on the minion. And didn't respect the Velko's. So playing around the cooldown of Velko's, we didn't do it very, very well. Very good W. Lovely. Let's see the Velko's Q here. And then now you should know it's coming. And you are not dodging. So here, just go like this. Not like into it. Do you think you are trying to pressure Kai'Sa?
Well, the thing, you recast Velko's Q. He still has enough range where if I'm walking back, it's going to follow me. So that's just like me trying to dodge it. Like maybe he thinks I'm going to walk back and then he recasts it versus I'm actually walking forwards.
So what is the range of the Velko's Q here?
Probably about another like 150, 200 units past where I am right now.
Like right here, right? And then you have some dodges here and there with the Q. Not bad. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so do you think I hit this guy?
Yeah.
Okay. This guy?
Yes. You could hit him from all the way past, a little bit past the turret.
Okay, like this guy, right? So the Q is basically going like this.
Yeah, okay. If you're aiming directly at him, you won't. But if you aim off to the side, you can still hit him.
Because here he wasn't aiming. He wasn't aiming on the side, right?
Yeah.
Just skewed you like that. So here, does this hit? Right here?
A little bit more forward. Probably where like that grass patch is. Up. And then to the right a little bit more. Probably around there hits.
Okay, perfect. So you know the range pretty well right here. You did have some interesting moves here. Because you see, like now, his range is like basically here. Right? That's his range. So if he shoots it right now and you start moving immediately, you should be able to get out of him. I mean, generally it's not good to dodge in situations like this, because if you dodge here, Kai'Sa might actually look to do something on you, and your bard, we don't need to talk about him because he's not going to do much. But again, I don't mind this. It's just a small thing. Let's see if it actually repeats itself. So we try to keep the push. That's fine. You have a lot of free W's. Like here, you can just walk up. Not exactly now. Okay, he has nothing, right? Vel'Koz. And you're about to hit level 2 on this one. You're level 2 right now. So what should you be doing?
Trying to get them. Because they're still level 1. They're about to hit level 2 on that minion, and the minion's pretty low health.
Don't be too crazy. Like, I'm not saying, okay, go here and like all, and this minion's gonna die, you're gonna get screwed, isolated Q, blah blah blah. Yeah, but if you just click here and you throw the W, this Vel'Koz is probably gonna be scared and click there so you can hit it on both. That doesn't really, they can't really do much. Especially because again, they're on cooldown. So if you widen the angle on the left here and just shoot the W, especially if you can get both of them angle, it's really good. Because now it's same thing. It's like you're so autopilot. They are using their abilities, they're on cooldown, and all you do, look, okay, you woke up a bit and then you're just hitting the minions. You're not really playing around cooldowns. Are you thinking much about like cooldown tracking and stuff in this lane, or not much?
Mostly the CC abilities.
Just the CC, I see. Just because if you play against a Karma or a Vel'Koz or a Xerath, I'm not really only thinking about the Xerath E because his poke is important, right? Okay, I see. So we have a bad pattern already with that. Okay, and I like this W. I think it's when you hit very nice dodge. Beautiful W once again. Very nice walking up, and I like this. Typically, you shouldn't trade in this lane, but with more minions right now, you're closer to Kai'Sa, you're using your range. I would have liked to see it a bit more. Overall good. And unfortunately, we get hit by that. And now we're like pushing, which is just the win condition of this lane. You get Q level 2. Let's see. Why is that?
It's 2 minutes into the game. Xin Zhao started, or most likely started bot lane. We don't know for sure, but like if you play 50 games, 45 of them, the jungler is going to start bot lane, at least in this elo. So if he's clearing top, if he 3 camps, he can be there. But most people also don't. Like I've noticed that most people don't tend to 3 camp. So it's like optimal play versus what's realistically going to happen. Like if I get E level 2, sure, that'll help me those like 5 games that the person 3 camps and then comes to my lane. But more often than not, they're just not going to be there until 3:30, 3:15.
I see. So you're saying that's from your experience, right?
Yeah.
But this attitude is really going to help you to get to Emerald 1 maybe, and then just demote instantly. Because the moment you play against good players, so it's basically like, if I play in bronze, I play different. No, I play the same. I still do the jungle track. I still do. So once you get in Diamond 4, well, you're going to change your approach. Now I'm Diamond 4. I'm going to get E level 2. Because, now they can level 3.
It would probably mostly be just like a feel of it. Like once I'm like, okay, this is happening all the time, then.
Because it's more important to think how much is the Q going to help you. Realistically speaking. Really think you're gonna hit the Q on them in the next like 30 seconds with Ashe with Bard against Vel'Koz, like hitting Q on Vel'Koz. Okay, if they fuck up, maybe. But Bard, if you have a trash, yeah, let's get it. Blitz, you level 2 100%. Bard, especially in the very long range Vel'Koz, it's pretty unrealistic to think you're gonna hit your Q. So a challenger player here, he thinks very simple. Can I reliably hit the Q on them? And they will think about, of course, the matchup. And in this case, I think it's going to go E like 95% of the cases. Why? Because realistically speaking, as you said as well in the jungle example, you're not really going to use the Q. So then, okay, I get Q or I get E and at least I see the enemy jungle, So that's the mindset of like a high-elo player with Ashe. I'm very curious to see if you're going to hit the Q, but most likely not. Let's see. I like that you're pushing a lot. This is definitely a positive thing. It's very nice. Oh, really? I tried to go into the wave. Ideally, it's much better to actually dodge out of his Q range. Dodge out rather than dodging in. Because when you're dodging
I just thought it was going to hit that other minion that was behind it. But it walked a little fast. So like you see how the minions are in the triangle? It hits the one that's right there on your mouse. And I figured the split would hit that one.
Yeah, but the thing is, when you stay like this, very often the Q is gonna hit you. It's very, and if you stay like this, maybe it's fine, you know. But yeah, it's very hard to dodge in like this. Is when I dodge, I always dodge out, always. Like here, instead of being so close to the mean, I would be here. So then it actually gives me the chance to just dodge out, because dodging in like this is just a bit more punishable, you see, because they wanted to go on you. Like now he hits the Q, he walks a little bit up, he eats you. That's a bit iffy. So it's not like a good overall pattern. Overall, you have a very big red flag that around like not playing aggressive enough and not playing around cooldowns and not really abusing those. Other than that, your game plan was very clean. Yeah, and also it doesn't look like you know how to dodge the Vel'Koz Q. Vel'Koz Q, you dodge it a lot. Like, I like how you're trying to use the minions. It's just from this distance, it's much easier to dodge in and out like this.
Yeah, Vel'Koz Qs like historically are things I struggle with dodging. Later on in this lane, he just like dry E's me, and it's
Yeah, that's what I'm
dodge it.
saying.
Like I dodge it every time.
Ah, you dodge it. I see. Well, you also have the.
I'm saying when I say dry E, I mean like without the Q. So like without the Q slow.
I see. And let's see how these people. I mean, in Korea probably just dodge by movement, but level 1 as per usual. Yeah, you see exactly what I'm saying. So instead of, okay, he got hit by it because this guy is a master player, so it's decent. But you see how he in and out, right? Rather than onto the left like that. Let's see one more. I mean, here is big wave. In and out, in and out. Let's see. This one, he actually dodged it because it's easier to dodge it around the minions. So you see, it just depends on the angle and just depends on the situation. Let's see another Q here. And you see, he's actually respecting really hard the Vel'Koz Q. Look at his movement. This is a master carry in Korea. So this is a decent, like you see, he's going in and out because he knows this is the range of Vel'Koz. I don't want to get hit by that. In and out, in and out, in and out. And he's also, of course, using the minions. Like here, he gets Q level 2, which is, it is with the trash though. So. Okay, so we got a mistake here. So ideally, how much do you want to stay here? Like, I see you're just pushing, but until when?
I really like to get to the 1300 for BF sword when I'm going info.
Let's see. So just trying to get that as quick as possible. Let's see. It makes sense. The only problem here is that you are pretty chunked. Like you have 650, and you are pretty chunked. They are not that healthy. They are healthier than you, and you also have reasonable mana. But now,
well, I also have the Bard W's and I have cookies. And I have another cookie coming up in 15 seconds. So like I can just randomly get 300 extra health.
Let's see.
Out of nowhere.
Because you only have.
Vel'Koz has no mana.
Cookies in how much?
Cookies is 40%, but it scales up, or 40. I believe it's 40, and then you also get the 30 from the health increase, and then it scales up based on missing HP.
Because you see your HP right now after you took all of this healing from the guy. You're still not healthier than Kaisa.
Yeah, I went from 300 to 520. But Vel'Koz also has no mana. Kaisa doesn't really have any way of getting on me because Vel'Koz has no mana. So it's largely safe to stay here. I believe we also know that Xin Zhao's not here at the moment because we have that ward in the Tribe Rush.
See. So you thought about all of these things when you made the decision. You're saying.
Because I definitely saw the Vel'Koz no mana, and I was like, okay, well, I'm safe. Because he can't E. If he has no mana, he can't E.
Because ideally, here you have a really safe base timing. The wave is crushed. If you recall now, it is going to be very difficult for Kaisa to do something. Because look where the wave is. She will need to take that wave, and she will need to push for more. So if you recall now, double longsword, pretty decent. I mean, but of course, you get Yuntal, so you want to get your BF, so it's actually good that you stayed here. If you didn't have Bard, if Vel'Koz had mana, any of these things would make, hey, recall, boots, dagger, refillable potion, and you can get BFs on the next bay. next back, because if he has mana and you're this HP, you're gonna die soon. So this is good that you stayed in this case. Just be very careful in the future, because I see your dead ratio is pretty high. 6 deaths with 6 kills. It is not ideal. Let's put it like that. So in this case, it's fine. And then you just keep on pushing. As well, because there's no mana. This makes total sense. Just since you are in Emerald 4, it is hard to think that you will know how to do the switch up between decisions judging on variables like that. Right? Like here, for example, you shouldn't be trading if you want to do that. Like you just push and play for item. Beautiful dodge. Very nice. And here, you're just trading into Kai'Sa. But there are a lot of minions right here. And it is cannon. And all you have to do is conserve HP so you can stay one more wave after this. Because this doesn't give you BF. Right? So you gotta be very careful with these things. It's just, okay, all the time. But I mean, you stayed into the double, not isolated Q, but almost isolated Q. You also went into the double range. You went into her range and you tanked the whole cannon. Not ideal, not ideal. Let's see if you get your BF sword here. That's definitely a mistake. You shouldn't really be trading like that. That's like a very random trade. You played very good. Like, you kind of avoided trading, which, again, had a lot of windows where you could have punished.
I believe I end up getting a recall at 1500.
Yeah, that's pretty bad what you're doing right here. You're trying to trade. But again, you have Bard. Where is Zinzao at this point?
Probably don't know. But we do have the ward and the tri-brush.
Yeah, but he could always come river. And judging that you are pretty far away. Like when you're trading like this, like right not now. Like when you're trading like this, pretty bad. Pretty bad. So here you didn't really stick to the plan that you had, which is let's get BF sword. You did trade unnecessarily. So when you should have traded because you had cooldown window, you didn't do it very much. But then when you shouldn't, like now, you did trade. Didn't respect minions. The cannon there, you got chunked a little bit. And now, just push the wave back. And then if he wants to do this, let him do it. Because he's Bard. Like, he doesn't really, like, he has Ws, you know, he's gonna go collect MIPs. He's gonna heal, he's gonna recall, he has swiftness probably. Because this kind of baited you. Now, push this wave. I would even ping him. And then just reset instantly. Because we don't have any vision on the river anymore. You see that?
Yeah.
And even if you had, I would still be like, you know, maybe this all comes from the river. Take this. Like here, just let him be. Like it's not like, oh, he hits this Q. Such a good play. I mean, yeah, he hits his Q, but yeah, what if he hits his Q? This guy's barrier. We're never gonna kill him. Look at your items. You have BF sword in base, no need to grid. So this right here, this is something that a player with around your rank would do with around your KDAs. I see it a lot in your range. Like this, like not structure, not discipline, not like maybe you had a plan, but here the fact that Bard hits Q here shouldn't change the plan. If this is Blitz and he's hooking the Kai'Sa, I'm fucking going in. I ghost and I do it. But Bard hitting Q on this, it's too low percentage play. And if the Zinzao comes here, you're 100% burning in it something. Let's see if you recall. So you see, that's why you recall. And then here, this is bad. This is why we're Emerald 4. You see? Here, simple. What should I do? Let's get the recall. If Bard wants to stay, he can just stay. Okay, pushing another
but then because I didn't recall there, I ended up pushing the wave again.
Let's see.
I do try to recall right after this wave, but I end up canceling it, and then I back off, and I have to...
I see. Okay, let me write that down. So we have cooldown, playing around the cooldown of because Q, 7 seconds. Okay, we have BF in base, and we are pretty chunked, but we are forcing unnecessary trades. Plus we had here. Okay, so you're saying you can. What else? Yeah. Okay, necessary trades. Plus we are overextending after we get a really clean recall window and crushed the wave, but we kept on staying. Oof. Okay. Yeah, definitely early game. You're right. Like here, you're doing this. Trading. Staying. Like Zinzao is missing. Your no vision. Mid is missing. And you have the BF sword right here. Yeah. No reason to not recall. Like you take this. Boom. Instantly. Second brush recall. They will never be able to push the second wave with this mana. I mean, they will, but just slow. So you just have such a good opening now. Such a good opening. So Kong helped you with some vision. But still, we can't have the warranty that Zin is not going to be behind you soon. And you stayed pushing a cannon wave when this wave was anyways pushing into you. If you leave it like this. Well, if you don't hit it. Okay, I see. So we got a few things. We got trading and playing around cooldown, but we also got wave management. We also got recall timings. See. And it's safer if you are playing against Vel'Koz. It's safer to just recall in a more far position. Like when he's there, typically this is not a bad position to recall. But the moment you see this, like he's walking up like this, I would choose the second brush. And also, this is not the point where you should recall because he can stay here and he can see you. This is the recall because then he needs to be here or here, unless he has worked here. So the position of the recall is not ideal. Let's see. And then, okay, so you see he's stopping you and then you still recall at the same spot. Like here. Oh, okay, I wouldn't be crazy to just be here. I'll just go into the second brush. Or even more far. Just more far. This angle, like here. But second brush is safe because brush is always safer. And then you stay here. Okay. At least it didn't stay here. A platinum player would stay there.
No, I'm never staying there. She got her recall. She has items, full HP, full mana.
Yeah, I see why you care climb to Emerald, but you won't be... Like before this coaching, you wouldn't be able to get past Emerald and like keep your rank because you're making decisions that against bad players, they will work. Against good players, they will punish. Okay, let's see. Because you are level 6 now. The game plan doesn't change much. Wait, did you have a refillable potion? So you're getting...
No, I got boots.
Yeah, boots on Ash is definitely value. No problem. I would get a potion because it is Vel'Koz at the end of the day. But it is also like levels, like Peanut 7. Maybe you're confident on dodging. I would get it. I usually get refill if I get the cash, but you're not getting that. It's not really a big of a deal. Still pushing here, that's fine. Still the same thing with the cooldown. Like, look, Vel'Koz use the Q right now. So nothing stops you from moving here, doubling and backing off. Okay, walking into the auto attack range will just kill you or just get yourself in danger against the Vel'Koz. But if you just click here, W and run, doesn't really... There is not like any disadvantage in that play, is it?
Yeah.
So playing girl definitely too safe. Same thing here. Same thing here. Because you are getting level 6, you can actually kill them. Not now, of course. Chunking them soon. Boom, 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 boom. And then playing from there. Oh, that's what was moving on the screen. Yeah, so here, just prepare yourself for the opening with the wolf. Like, you could have W'd, and then now you didn't do it. You got super tunneled on killing that minion when that minion wasn't gonna die so fast. Like, it's still healthy. Go here, W, and then get the minion after. You dodge that. I hope you're gonna W. Okay, and on two people. That's a thumbs up. Beautiful. Here another free W that we missed. You need to look for this W cycle because it is 60 mana and it's 6 seconds cooldown or something. 5 seconds right now. So when he misses the ability like this, you have no W, so not much you can do other than hitting the wave. But now when your W comes up, okay, step up right here, W, and run. You don't need to stay here because then you're gonna be into his range. But you step up into his range for like a slight second, W, and then instantly back. Because he can miss his W. Oh, sorry, he can miss his Q. Very easy actually, but shouldn't be able to miss your W. Because the bar just... Okay, I don't like this replay lord thing kind of covers on the.
Yeah, I end up closing it like
It's
halfway.
better, yeah.
But for now we're stuck with it.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. You should just do some follow-up. You see, very tunnel vision on farming in that case. Looks like. Okay, that was a W. Okay, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. You almost killed that middle minion, so it actually bounces on both of them. If you played a little bit differently earlier, then it would have been better. Because then Vel'Koz would be more chunked, so of course. Now you just ulti, but he's not in kill threat. That's very bad ulti for you. Because you're gonna ult, Bard is gonna Q, that's this damage. Problem is that they have heal, and as you will click here to auto-attack him, because you have no W, you have no ult because you're gonna hit him, you're gonna chunk him with auto-attack. Problem is your HP. What is Kai'Sa gonna do the whole time? So if you had the Thresh, this ult is good. If you have the Blitz, ult is good. Maybe a Leona, ult is good. With the Bard, it doesn't do much. I mean, hitting Q and igniting, but so he should be at least this range before you 200% guarantee, or just this range is also fine. But now he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 750. He's a bit.
He's a 673.
Oh, you see there. Okay, I see. Yeah, 700 HP. That's a bit much. And you're ulting when you don't have your double. Because now, as you can see, it wasn't close. He hit his Q. It wasn't close. He's still pretty healthy. And ideally, you should focus at the same target that you ulti. You just go on the close target, which even if you go on the Vel'Koz here, you can't kill him. So just the call was not good. Call was not good. You should just try to pressure him a little bit before, to poke him before you actually go for this place. Interesting that it ult and it didn't ghost instantly, just so you can get in range. Because ideally you ult and you just go like this, a little bit more towards the bar, so you're not like in the face of Kai'Sa. But yeah, in this case, just the play was not.
I think I realized as soon as I ulted him, I was like, oh, we're not killing him here, so I just didn't ghost.
Yeah, it's a pretty bad thing of game sense, because you do have a few games on Ashe, right? But you're still not able to assess if you can kill these people or not. Which is, this is just pretty important, but maybe you just need more games. 467. So you don't play a lot on this account, right?
I mean, I've been starting to play on this one more, but most of this season was spent playing Zeri on the other.
Okay.
Not this one, the other one.
The other one, yeah.
But I'm still not like quite comfortable playing Zeri in Emerald.
Yeah, Emerald, yeah, makes sense. I see. So maybe you just need a little more games because you just don't feel the damage right now for Ashe. Still not ideal because you do still have some games on Ashe. $5. If you have problems improving and getting better in the game faster but cannot afford booking coaching, on my Patreon you can access more than 627 VOD reviews, premium videos about how to wave management, mid-game macro, and tier lists that will show you the best champions to climb and to improve for your elo. And these are not on YouTube, this is only on Patreon, they're exclusive. Moreover, you can participate in the free coaching waiting list to get a premium VOD review. I'm giving away 2 free VOD reviews every single week. All what you need to do is simple 2-step process. Subscribe to my Patreon and share your OPGG, and voila, you are on the waiting list. You're gonna get a personalized VOD review for any game in your match history. For just $5, you get not only the free VOD review, but a whole bunch of exclusive benefits that will supercharge your gaming experience. It's a small investment for a big return. And it's just $5, it's no brainer, right? But here is the deal, you've got to act quickly. The waiting list is already filling up fast. 55 people already subscribed to the Patreon, and there are 6 people that they are on board, they are on the waiting list. And more are joining every moment. Now, do you want to secure your spot for a free VOD review? Go ahead on my Patreon and reserve it right now.